time was, you used to be able to pop out for a nice quiet spin of a Sunday and you wouldn't see a soul for miles around.
You're right, Arthur. But let's face it, this is right on the way to the Coach and Horses, and since they got the Worthington Best Bidder in, well, trade's picked up a bit, hasn't it, eh?
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Worthington Best Bitter. Go for it.
There's a shop that can send you back to school in style, with stationery and pens in hair-raising colours. Facts on everything from the history of Mohican Indians to working out square roots. Revision tips so exams go smoothly. And your mates will think you're an egghead. Packs of cut-price stationery that are much less bother. And music so you can let your hair down after school. There's more to discover at W.H. Smith.
It may come as a surprise to discover there are Bisto gravy granules for chicken. So you can have good, rich Bisto chicken gravy whenever you want.
Ah, Bisto.
There's a feeling that can hit you anytime and any place. There's one who knows the secret of that one and only taste.
Delicious tender chicken, herbs and spices too, that brings the taste so secret, deliciously to you.
The secret's in the taste.
Let's go surfing now, everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me.
When you fill up at Shell, you're not just buying petrol.
Early in the morning we'll be starting now. Some mummies will be coming along. We're loading up our woody with the board.
Shell. The choice is yours.
Mr. Ward?
Yes?
Ian Hubbard.
When somebody comes to sell you a pension, life assurance, or a mortgage, will they sell you one that suits you, or one that suits them? At Allied Dunbar, we promise we won't offer you any of our products until we've completed and analyzed a thorough fact find.
I want to draw a salary from it.
So the first time we meet, don't expect us to sell you anything at all.
You'll need a generous length in the arm.
Allied Dunbar. Before we open our mouths, we open our ears.
From dependable Skoda dealers come dependable Skodas. Skodas with performance and style. Practical, spacious, with impressive specifications. Skodas are tough and reliable. Really comfortable family cars at really comfortable prices. Test drive a Skoda and see for yourself. Ask your local dealer. You really can afford a dependable Skoda.
There's always an alternative. This is a rule. To prove it, here's alternative breakdancing.
Here's the alternative zebra crossing.
Here's the alternative portable hi-fi.
And here is the exception.
An ordinary conditioner used with your dandruff shampoo could rinse some of that dandruff protection down the drain. New Head & Shoulders conditioner gives your hair more dandruff protection, leaving it easy to comb, easy to manage. New Head & Shoulders conditioner works with your shampoo, not against it.
Thursday on Night Time, George Peppard is German air ace, the Blue Max.
Lieutenant Bruno Stockel reporting from 104 Training School.
What did you train on?
Out-of-date Faust.
That's what you'll fly here, too.
The spectacular battle for domination of the skies over Europe.
It was a kill. Then you have the deep satisfaction of knowing you have served the fatherland.
I don't agree with killing helpless men.
We fight to win, Arthur.
And the ruthless battle for supremacy in Germany's air elite.
There's something of the cobra in you. I'll have to watch you.
Daredevil of the skies, the Blue Max. Thursday at midnight on Night Time.
The next few hours look like this. First, the irrepressible Casey Kasem brings you the hits from America. That's followed by comedy in Three's Company, Nightbeat taking a look behind the scenes at the stars of tomorrow, then relax as we go about Britain. That's Nighttime after the news.
Mick not coming in tonight?
I'll be in later. British consul's ringing him tonight with the result of Jeff's trial. His case came up today.
That time I know. It's nearly a year he's been held up there. It's criminal.
Give over. What Jeff did, that's criminal.
Just 'cause he gets caught carrying a piece of dope. He was just a bit unlucky, that's all.
Yeah, anyway. I don't suppose he'll get more than a fine.
Don't be too sure, Pete. I've been going to Spain for 20 years now, and I've heard of plenty of cases where they got several years for doing drugs.
Yeah, but Jeff won't carry him that much. And it's his first offence.
And he's already done a year waiting trial. They're bound to let him off.
Look, there's people abroad doing time who didn't even know they were carrying drugs. They just took a parcel through customs for other people.
You'd think the consul could have got him out, wouldn't you?
He can't, can he? I mean, the law's the law, whatever country you're in. He can come and visit you, help you find a lawyer and that, and pass messages back home. But he can't alter the law of the land. Anyway, young Jeff could be a lot worse off. He could be facing a death sentence in Malaysia or Thailand, you know.
I don't believe it.
What?
They've given him 4 years.
4 years?
My mum's in the right state.
Hey, I wonder how his, what's her name, his girlfriend's gonna take it.
Ex-girlfriend, you mean? She's getting married next month.
If you break the law in other countries, you might not see home for a very long time.
Motorways are built for fast-moving traffic. Don't stop, even on the hard shoulders, unless you really have to. And then, be careful. Because remember, hard shoulders are only for emergencies. They're not for casual stops. Or your children's convenience. Not for checking maps. Or changing drivers. Getting it wrong could cost you your money, up to a £1,000 fine. Or your life.
Lethal weapons. Keep them off the streets.
You've got the bike. You've got the gear. Don't spoil it all. Get the skills, too, that show you're a real rider. A training course will teach you skill and control, and road sense, and simple maintenance. Find out about training courses in your area. Contact your local dealer or road safety officer for details. Get yourself trained.
Night time.
Maybe if you say in the morning, you'll change your mind. Change your mind.
Turn on. Night time.
Tune in. Rock out.
Night time.
We keep imagining that time is our enemy, but it's not.
Night time.
I'm home.
Night time.
Now on Nighttime, the latest news headlines from ITN.
Two cosmonauts stranded in space after their rockets failed are making another attempt to return to Earth about now. The two, one Soviet and one from Afghanistan, are making the third attempt to fire their rockets. If they fail this time, there's little hope they'll survive, with oxygen supplies on their spacecraft running out.
200 miles above the Earth, the first spaceman from Afghanistan, along with his Soviet commander, are struggling to land their craft before their life support systems fail. They were launched 8 days ago. The presence of the Afghan cosmonauts signaled friendship between the two countries. On August the 31st, they docked their craft on the space station Mir, but when they tried to leave for Earth, their engines misfired twice. So marooned in space, strapped into their 7-foot-high by 6-foot-long craft, are Colonel Vladimir Lyakov, a leading and therefore highly experienced cosmonaut who's twice been made a hero of the Soviet Union, and Abdul Murmand, at 29, a space novice, this his first mission. The Afghan is said to have been able to jump the queue for the mission because of political reasons. The cosmonauts will be trying to fire their engines once more later this morning. If the engines fail again, then according to experts, the men will have no chance of returning to Earth.
The inquest into the deaths of 3 IRA terrorists killed in Gibraltar has been told that the AS soldiers who shot them want to give evidence. Before the inquest began, relatives of Mairead Farrell, Daniel McCann and Sean Savage laid flowers where they died.
The Belfast lawyer, Mr. Paddy McGrory, who represents the families of the deceased, was first on his feet. He asked the coroner to dismiss the jury and deal with the matter himself. Mr. McGrory said that there had been a press campaign against him. The coroner, having listened to him, dismissed the argument, saying it betrayed a lack of faith in the procedure. Well, as for the SAS, they may be here. Their counsel, Michael Hucker, said that they would like to give evidence before a jury. They have come here, he said, specifically to do that, suggesting that they may well be somewhere in the colony. But later in the day, he said that he would need a minimum of 3 hours to produce his witnesses.
At the TUC conference in Bournemouth, the Labour leader Neil Kinnock urged unions to support the employment training scheme because he said the government didn't want unions involved in it. Some union leaders disagreed with him. That's the news for now. I'll be back later.
A little night music now in the company of Casey Kasem with America's Top 10.
Last week, George Michael scampered to the top of the Billboard chart with his 5th #1 song, Monkey. Will George stay on top throwing coconuts at the competition, or will Elton John knock him out of his roost with his latest hit? We'll also hear from Huey Lewis and Taylor Dayne.
Hi, I'm Taylor Dayne, and this is America's Top 10.
From Hollywood, it's America's Top 10 with Casey Kasem, the only weekly countdown of the top hits on Billboard's pop chart. You'll see the hottest videos in the land, along with extra reviews of the tops of all the charts. Plus, exclusive interviews and special inside looks at the world of popular music. Now, our review of the biggest songs in the USA for the week ending September 4th, 1988, with our host, Casey Kasem.
Thank you, Charlie, and hello again, everybody.